The men now, network is doing anyhow. Men, you cannot bribe the network. This conversation will have it. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. All right. So I was talking about, how before I got married, right? Because my husband is a pastor, I didn't have any fears or worries or anything like that. But there was one thing I told him. I said, I know that because of ministry, a lot of pastors are always busy. Please, I don't want a man who is too busy for his family. It's one of the things I told him. I don't want a man who is too busy, who will be absent. He's present for every other person. When it comes to the sheep, his church members, he's there. Oh, somebody is dying. Oh, somebody has not eaten. You see them, they are ready to spend and be spent for ministry. But then it comes to their family at home. I said, I don't want that kind of man. No. I don't want that kind of marriage. It was one of the things I talked about. What am I trying to say? Women need present men. And when we say present men, we're not just talking about men who are there physically. Their mind is some men, they are with you in the home. Their mind is with another woman. Their mind is with another, they're in another place. No. As you are present physically, be present mentally, be present emotionally, right? So we need presence. We need present men. Presence is much more than just, providing money. It is showing up in conversations, it's showing up in parenting, it's showing up in decision making and everyday life. We need present men. Number four, women need protective men. Oh, yes, we need protective men. Women need men who create an atmosphere of safety, physically, spiritually, emotionally, socially. Women need protective men. As a man, your wife, your children, nobody should be just, they should not just be comfortable to insult your wife or talk to your wife anyhow. Or not just to your wife, about your wife, whether in your presence or in her absence or whatever. Nobody should be, ah, you see some men, somebody else is tearing down the wife in their presence. They are just there. They will not say pim. No. Women need protective men. Yes, if somebody is talking to your wife anyhow, as a man, you should say, please, you don't talk to my wife like that. Oh, we love it as women. It means you are defending us. Mm-hmm. You're meant to defend us as the women in your lives. You're meant to protect our interests. You see some men, their friends, they will sit down. Your friends, oh, they came to eat in your house to watch football. Your wife will be the one slaving up and down, cooking and doing everything. To say thank you, madam. Oh, thank you for taking care of us. Your friends cannot see. You two, you are there. Or sometimes your friends will even be complaining, this woman self, what is she doing? She's not fast with the food. You are there. They are talking, is your wife they are talking about. Women need protective men. Yes, protective men. You should set clear boundaries to people, even your family. Let them know that, please, oh, this and this and this, you can't do this with my wife. Oh. Women need protective men. I'm not going to overflog that issue. We know what that means, right? Number five, women need principled men. How to be the man that a woman needs. Women need principled men. And when we say principled men, we're talking about disciplined men. In this generation, it is very hard to find a disciplined man. Oh, yes. Women need men who are guided by the virtues of integrity and value. Integrity is one is one virtue that is lacking in this generation among men. I I think that was last month. I had we had a women in ministry program in church, and I was telling them, I was talking about integrity, and I mentioned something along the lines of a lot of people, they are doing the right thing just because people are watching them. Yeah. Some people, they don't have integrity. Some people are not, they are not faithful. They are just being careful. Careful because they know that people are watching them. I can't dress like this because people are watching me. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't do that. Because people, if you are somebody who what you do or don't do is dependent on because people are watching you, you are not a faithful person. You are just a careful person. When you're a careful person, the moment eyes are taken away from you, nobody is there to monitor what you are doing, how you are doing it. You will now do what is in your mind. There's a difference between faithfulness and carefulness. When you are a careful person, you only do the right thing for as long as you are being watched, as long as you are being supervised. Oh, they are looking at me, I must be careful. But when a person is faithful, just like Joseph, the Bible says that only he and Potiphar's wife were in the house. And yet Joseph said, even though we are alone, God is seeing us. How can I do this wicked thing against God? That's faithfulness. Regardless of whether there are people watching me or not, I will do the right thing. He was consistent in character, whether people were watching him or not. Women need principled men. There was this story I heard one time about a woman who had a maid that came to live with them, work for them, and all of that. And then after some time, the maid became pregnant. Ah, okay, who is responsible for this pregnancy? She said, it's the oga. Oh. The woman said, who? He said, my, is your husband. The woman said, it can't be my husband. The maid insisted, the woman insisted right back. She said, it cannot be my husband. The maid said, the woman said, I can't argue this with you. It's not my husband. She stood, the man that they were accusing, he was not even in that conversation. He was doing all that is. It's the woman that was fighting for him and saying, lie, lie. I know my husband. It can't be him. They said, okay, no problem. They took care of the girl since the paternity was, not clear now. They took care of the girl. She gave birth, and then they decided to do a DNA test. It turned out that true, it was not her husband that was responsible for that pregnancy. I think it was the gate man or the driver or somebody. He wanted to pin it on the woman's husband. Why did I bring up that story? Principled man. As a man, what is it that your wife can your wife fight for you? Can she attest for you in such a way that if they say this is what your husband did do, tomorrow somebody comes and says, I saw your husband in one restaurant with one bias, you don't even need to call the man. You just know that, okay, if my husband is found in such a situation, it's either he has told me that this is where he's going to be. So it's not news. You that you are bringing this gist for me. He has already told me that he will be there with so person at so time. He has told me. It's either that or the woman feels like my husband is too disciplined, he's too principled to be in this kind of picture you are trying to paint. Women need principled men. And I'm saying that that is slowly fading away in this generation. In this generation now, we now have men that, they will chat any kind of chats and delete it. You're not a faithful man. You're just being careful. I've said it before. When you are faithful, you do the right thing whether you are being watched or not. But when you are careful, you only do the right thing when people are watching. The moment eyes are taken away from you, the moment I wrote one time in a quote, I said, the real you is who you become when nobody is watching. That's the real you. Yeah. Everybody wants to do the right thing when their supervisor is there to supervise. When your supervisor is not there, what do you do? Mm. What you do when nobody is watching, that's the real you. So women need principled men. Women need disciplined men. Your woman should not be the one that should be telling how other women how they should act around you. No, you should be you as the man. You should be the one to set clear boundaries for how you relate even with other women. Yeah, women need principled men, disciplined men. Yes, it's not your wife that should be teaching you how to. No, 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 sir. No, sir. Women need principled men. Women need disciplined men. Number six, women need perceptive men, emotionally intelligent men. Yeah, women and their hormones, women and their emotions. And take time to understand us. The way you understand your car as a man, take time to understand your wife. I know many times when we'll be driving in the car, and my husband will say, listen, listen, are you hearing one noise? Baba, I'm not hearing any noise. As far as I'm concerned, this car is just moving. But because he has taken time, this is his car. He has taken time to understand this car. Right there, as we are driving, he will tell you, I think it's the carburetor. Ah, this noise, the way I'm hearing it, I think it's the radiator. I think it's the something, something. I think it's the. Me, I'm just inside car. Let's get to, if it's church we're going to, let's reach church. That's my own concern. How many men understand their wives the way they understand their car? I watched one animation one time, one cartoon. you know, a man's wife was missing. And then they told him, okay, describe your wife. And then he said, he was having trouble describing his wife. And then they showed another time it was his car that was missing. And they told him, so what's the make of your describe your car? This man was describing it's a V6 engine, is a this one Toyota make, is a 2023 model. He was just describing everything about the car. What were they trying to show? A lot of men value their cars more than their wives. A lot of men understand their cars more than their wives. And yet, that's the woman you want to submit. You should use head to be walking on the ground because you are coming. Women, submission is not the problem. A woman just needs to know that you are deserving of what you are demanding. That respect, that honor, that submission that you demand. A woman needs to see that you are deserving. And when I say deserving, it's not about because you have 10 million in your account or not. No. She looks at you and she can see God in you. She can see that this man is worth submitting to. She will naturally. Women love to submit. Yeah, women love to submit. On the contrary, you think women are very headstrong, women are very stubborn. No, women love to submit. They just need to see that you are deserving of the submission, of the honor, of the respect that you are demanding. When a woman sees that you are deserving, by herself, she will put her head on the ground. Mm. Women need perceptive men, emotionally intelligent men, men who listen to understand and not just to respond. A lot of the time, you see your wife or the woman in your life will just come to you and say, look, I'm having an issue right now. My boss in the office, oh my God, look at what he did to me, blah, blah, blah. As a man, please understand this. Your first line of call is not, okay, let us treat this problem like a project. Let me offer you, let me provide solutions to this crisis you are facing. No. When a woman is sharing her pain, her challenges, her burdens with you, she's inviting you into her world to feel what she feels. If at that time she's feeling embarrassed, if at that time she's feeling disappointed, if she's feeling discouraged, she wants you to share in what she's feeling. That's the first thing. So when she comes to you with, oh, I'm having issues at work, the first thing is not, okay, let me give you solution. Most of the times, let me tell you the truth, a woman knows what she wants. She knows the solution to that problem. But that moment that she's feeling bad, women are emotional. It's not news. It's not rocket science. We all know that, right? Men are more logical. But when a woman is coming to you, she's not expecting you to be logical. She's expecting you to be emotional. I'm not saying you must cry with her, but in that moment, she wants you to feel as in, oh my God, if you can just feel what I'm feeling. So at that point in time, you show her that I can relate, I can understand. The Bible says we don't have an high priest who cannot be touched by the feeling of our infirmities, but was, tempted like us too. Jesus that identification, I can relate to this thing you are telling me. Oh my God, I can feel what you are feeling. A woman needs to see that you feel. If they are giving a woman injection, it's not paining you. You don't really, injection is not a big deal for you. But if it's a big deal for her, she needs you to make it look like it's a big deal for you too. You need to feel. Women need perceptive men, perception, sensitive men. They are fixing drip for your wife. She wants you to, the way her face is changing with the emotion, with the pain, she wants you to be involved in that. You don't just look away, you're pressing your. Some men, I've seen videos, their wife is shouting, screaming in the delivery room. They are pressing phone. There was one that even brought his PS5 to the hospital. He was playing game. The wife was in the delivery room. Ah, Oga. Emotionally intelligent men, sensitive men. Women need perceptive men. Men who are ready to feel what they feel. After you have felt what she's feeling, you cannot say, hey, this problem in your office, with my years of experience, let me now come in as the Odogu of, hey. Because you have not felt what she's feeling, she will want to listen to it. Like I said, a lot of times women are not dumb. They know what to they have the answer to that problem. Sometimes you see a woman struggling to open this thing. If she puts her mind to it, she will open it without you. I'm telling you. Most times that she say, open this thing for me. She just wants you to be involved. If you leave, have you not seen videos? You see certain pregnant women, when the husband is not there, they are lifting everything. But the moment the husband is there, they'll start, my back. Women are stronger than you think. Women are wiser than you think. Most times when they act all weaker vessel, we just want to be soft. We are really strong, but we need perceptive men. We need men who can read the room, who can read body language, who can read emotions. We need men who are sensitive. Don't just say, this one your period. Or this your hormones, you have started again. No. Or this your women's sickness, you have started again. No. Identify with those emotions. Identify with those pains. Identify with those challenges. Identify. Ronke in the office is treating her anyhow. She comes to you and she's complaining. Identify. Don't just say, in fact, leave that to your place of work. That's not what she's looking for. Feel first before you now offer solutions. Women need perceptive men. Number 7, women need providing men. Oh, yes. We've talked about, money is not everything, but money too is something. We need providing men. No woman is wired to be the provider, the breadwinner for too long. I've heard, a lot of people say, there are certain women, if they don't, the man doesn't have a job. We need to understand that some roles are primary, right? It's not as if a woman can be the breadwinner for 10 years, 20 years in her family. She can do it. She can. If the man is dead, won't she take care of her children? She will do it. But I'm saying that that's not her primary role. If she's a single parent, if she's a widow, she knows that there's nobody. And both the mother and the father, I will have to carry this load. But if you are there as the man, if you are there as her husband, that load is not meant to be her primary load. She's a helper, assist. You know when they say during football, they say 27 assists. You assist the person that is scoring the goal. That's what she's there for, to assist you. So you lost your job as a man. What are you doing to get another job? You don't say, because I lost my job. When did you lose your job? 1980, since 1986, now you lose job. This is 2026. How many years? And just because your woman is providing, you have left it for her. No. Women need providing men. Men that can provide for the family. She doesn't have to be the one. That's not her role. Yes, she should contribute. Yes, she should support. She should assist. She should do her own part. But I'm saying that that's not her primary role. Being the provider, when you are there as the husband, that's not her primary role. So the day she now gets angry after 22 years of carrying this burden of provision for the family, you now say, I thought you were a virtuous woman. She's a virtuous woman, sir. It's just that the load, there's this saying that when somebody says lean on me, you say lean on me, no me say may you kill me. I'm here to help. I cannot be the one carrying. Imagine you see somebody carrying heavy load and you say, let me help you. The person now leaves all the load for you and is working, freely. No, no. Women need providing men. You provide financially, you provide safety for the family, you provide security, you provide stability, you provide leadership, you provide emotional support. If your children are having a hard time at school, they should be able to come to you as their dad. Not just saying, so anytime you see your children come, you just saying, so how much do you need? It's not money every time. Yes, money is important. We just said so. But then there are other things that you need to provide for your home. Women need providing men. Number 8, and I'm going to wrap up here. Women need participatory men, not just passive men. Women need participatory men. There are some men who know absolutely nothing about their wives or their children. You ask some men now, what is your wife's favorite color? They don't know. Am I saying that there are no successful marriages where the men don't know anything about the favorite color of their wife? there are some successful marriages where the man has absolutely no idea what the favorite color of his wife is. Yes. I'm not saying that because you know the color, the favorite color of your wife, 100 over 100, Odogu. That's not what I'm trying to say. But then, if somebody is your partner for life, for how many years going that you've been doing this marriage thing, I don't think it's out of place that you know certain things that they like. You see some men, their child is sick. They take the child to the hospital. So, Mr. Tunde, how old is your child? See, wait, let me call my wife. Brung, brung. Hello? Hey, Mama Bayo. How old is Bayo? The man, no, he doesn't have an idea how old this child is. It's the woman that will not tell him. He's 13 years old. He just clocked 13. It's okay. You tell the doctor he's 13 years old. The doctor will now ask, does he have allergies? Are there things he eats and the man has absolutely no idea. Participatory men. Women need participatory men. And what does it take to be a participatory man? Either as a husband or as a father. Attention to details. I've said it before. Just by listening to a car, a lot of men can tell you the radiator is the problem, the trafficator is the problem. But you sit with your family year after year, you don't pay attention to details. But that's the family you want to worship you when you are coming. That's the woman you don't know her favorite color. On her birthday, you're cracking your head. What will I buy for her? What will I buy for her? You don't know what your wife likes. If I ask some men now, what is it that your wife like? Which snack does they don't know? You just assume that every woman like some women don't like flowers. Don't assume that every woman on Valentine's Day is flower. Some women don't like flowers. Some women like books. Someone like me now, I love books. If you give me books as a gift, oh, you have done noble. I prefer books to flowers. So imagine you are my man on Valentine's Day, now gonna bring one big bouquet of flowers. I thank you. But then there are things I love. You shouldn't be cracking. If you love me, if I am your woman, you shouldn't be cracking your head too much to know the things I like. Women love participatory men, men who are not passive. A lot of men are just in that marriage, they are passive. They are just the figurehead husband, figurehead father. What's the birthday of your child? You don't know. What's your wife's birthday? You don't know. What's her shoe size? You don't know. What's her favorite color? You don't know. What is the thing that your child like? You don't know. If some men now, if you do one contract, you have 10 million. How do I want to spoil my family? Some men, right at the top of their head, they know that my wife has been wanting a Venza car. They know that's her favorite car. Some men don't know. They'll just go and buy flower. Apologies. Apologies to women that like flower. But what I'm trying to say is pay attention to the details of your wife. Pay attention to the details of the lives of your children. Remember, we talked about every wise woman built her home. And we said, if the wise woman is building the home, what is the wise man doing? He's supposed to be supplying the blocks and the cement and every resource that is needed to build that home. As little as this, your hair is fine, no, is a that thing na block. Na block where go they build that house. Did you do something different with this soup that you made? It's not like the last one, no. That little observation, that little compliment, that little comment, trust me, that thing na block where she go take build the house as the wise woman. Yeah. A woman should not be the one to sit down and be telling you, this is what I want for my birthday. This is how you will surprise me. No. See, love should feel like an adventure, not a project. If a woman has to be the one to teach you how to love her, she will interpret it as you don't love her, because the truth is when you love someone, you are the one who goes out of your way to think of creative ways to communicate that love. So you're thinking, oh, last birthday, this is what I did, this coming birthday. And it's not about, again, most men think that they need money, they need 10 million, 30 billion in their account to show love. No, you just need to be creative as a man. Be creative when it comes to women love creativity. Sometimes that creativity requires money, but sometimes it's not really about money. Some men have all the money, yet they are not creative in the way they communicate or express their love. Love, a woman wants love to feel like an adventure, not a project. As I shouldn't be the one to sit my man down and be telling him, so this is how you to show that you love me. No, if you love me, sir, explore, be creative, do many things that you feel that I would love, and then watch how I respond to each one so that you know that it's just like I'm teaching my baby solid foods. So every time I feed her something new, I'm watching her reaction. I'm watching her response. How is she eating this? Like now, I know that she doesn't like, she eats eggs, that's cooked eggs, but she doesn't like the yolk of the eggs. When she's eating the white side of the egg, she's happy. But the moment you put the yolk in her mouth, she's, that's how love is, Oga. Mm. Creatively, just do some creative things for your wife and then watch how she responds to them. You buy her two dresses. She is the blue one she's always holding and talking. You know that it's like she prefers blue. Yes, I know there's a place for telling your partner what you like. I know there's a place for that. But I'm trying to say participatory men, pay attention to the details in your marriage, in your kids' lives, in your relationship. Your children, they have PTA meeting. Go and tell you, it's only the mother that goes. Participate in your children's lives. Yes, sir. Participate. They have something they are doing in their school. They need parents to come. Those days, think about it, when you were, a child in your primary school and it was PTA time or one kind of event. One time it was inter-house sport in my primary school, and my mom came, and then they had parents do a race, and my mom won. I think she won. Was it first or second? I was so happy. And then she couldn't stay to the end. She had to leave, go back to her shop. But then when they were calling parents who won the race, I think she took first or second, I can't remember. They gave me her gift to give her at home. I was so proud of my mom. I was so happy. She showed up. Participatory women need participatory men in their lives and in the lives of their children. Show up, Oga. Don't just drop money and say, how much do you people need in this house? And then they don't see you again. Some men, the only time you see their attention to details, you see their teeth, is when they want sex. That's when they remember to play with you. You just see the man playing around you, dancing around you, you say, did they find me? And the truth is, after they don't find you, they don't see you finish. Till the next time they need you. Eh? Oga, change o. This is, do you still do 2.0? Change, sir. Learn how to be the man that a woman needs. When you say, I am traveling, let your wife will not fake tears. She will really genuinely cry because she will miss you. Be that man that a woman will truly miss when he's traveling. Be that man that a woman needs. So we have come to the end of this episode 20 Monday night live session. Yes. And like I said, this particular session was made for men. This International Women's Day that just ended, I say I'm not going to talk to women. The talk we have been talking to women is okay. Let's talk to the men. Mm. So I think I've come to the end of this